Lotus Dawn here with Blossom with Lotus. Whew, it's been a powerful couple weeks, and today the energy is so different than what it was last month. It is so powerful. We've jumped from being predominantly Aquarius energy, which is an air sign based on intellect, thought, and the mind, and we've jumped into Pisces season. What do you mean, Lotus? Well, I follow the True the Star system, which is based on the actual location of the stars, which means that today, if you were to look up with a telescope and ask what constellation is the sun and all the planets actually in, the constellation that the sun and the planets are in, there are so many in Pisces. And Pisces is a water sign. Pisces is the fishes, right? The fishes that swim in different worlds. One fish represents swimming in the world of rational thought, daily life. The other fish being swimming through the higher realms of consciousness, the higher realms of spirit. So I thought I would film this video out in nature. I'm right near a creek and a river on either side of me, and they're representing water. Okay. Water is such an important element, right? Water is the element of our blood, of the waters of our bodies. You know, we spend 9 months in water as we're developing. And human beings need water to survive. Our body is almost all water, right? And so when you have the sun move into a constellation that is a water sign, elementally, that means that things that will be highlighted include emotion, intuition. It's the feminine, it's yin, it's emotion, it's feeling, it's sensation of connection to something bigger than ourselves. Some of the challenges with Piscean energy, of course, is that it can tend to be a martyr. It can tend to want to escape from reality. It loves fantasy, it loves illusion, it loves imagination and dreams. All of these things are really beautiful energies, and yet when taken to the extreme, they can be very challenging as well. All right, so I'm going to share a screen with you, and I want to show you just how many planets have gone into Pisces. I mean, it is incredible how many have gone in. So I'm going to share a screen with you, and let's check this out together. All right, so here we go. Here we have today's chart, March 11th. And we look over here at the sun. It's in Pisces 2 degrees. It's also conjunct the planet Neptune, and Neptune is the planet of imagination, fantasy, dreams. It is the planet that rules the constellation of Pisces. And so having Neptune in Pisces means that things that relate to being potentially prone to fantasy, potentially prone to escapism, potentially prone to, on the positive, having incredible insights, having incredible awarenesses, awakening to knowledge and information that maybe we weren't able to access before, illumination. So the sun is right now approaching a conjunction with Neptune in the next week or so. Lotus, what will that mean? Well, it could mean a really good time if you make movies, if you do make video content, or if you're a writer or an artist or a singer or anyone who works with creativity and channeling information. You're going to be really tuned in to those frequencies of intuition, to those etheric currents. I almost think of it as like watery intelligence, right? Go to the water and imagine you're at the water, and imagine the intuition that arises as you're there by the water. Do you have insights? Do you have awakenings? That is the power that is coming with the sun conjunct Neptune. Combined with that, today we have the sun moon midpoint, Neptune, Mercury, moon, the destiny point, and Chiron, all in Pisces. That is a lot of planets in Pisces. That means that the majority of the planets in the sky right now are in the constellation of Pisces. And so what is Pisces? Whew, water, feeling, emotion, intuition, feminine, yin, diving deep, being aware, listening to the currents of your imagination. It is so much associated with our connection to something bigger. What Pisces energy is really about. And I have quite a bit in my own personal chart. And so what I've been learning about Pisces energy, because it kind of goes beyond words. And I can list these words off to you, right, to explain Piscean energy. But the true reality of Piscean energy is that it flows, that it's a current, that it sways, that it moves, that it is beyond words. One of the greatest ways to understand Pisces is dance, right? Imagine for a moment that you're in this state where you're connecting to something, if you're listening to music, and in this state, you go into a state of oneness, you go into a state of flow, and that is a Piscean energy. You're not thinking, you're not in your thoughts, you're not trying to figure it out with your mind. You're allowing the currents of energy to move through you. You're allowing knowledge, information, you're allowing insights from above, from the earth, from wherever you're connected, psychic impulses, psychic awarenesses to come through. And it's very interesting because I had a really big realization about my work as a 13 sign astrologer and about my YouTube channel and about what is it that Lotus Dawn, what do I actually do so that I can better assist you all in knowing, well, what are the services you're going to get from me. So I am more than just an astrology reader. I am an oracle. And what does that mean? Well, that means that I tap into information. When I read charts, I receive knowledge and information for the being and soul that I'm working with, especially direct for them. And so I don't simply read information. I'm not just a cerebral information gatherer. I am also a very deeply Piscean, aware, intuitive guide. And so when you work with me or when you come to my channel and you listen to these videos, what I'm sharing with you is much more than just what the symbols mean or what signs the planets are in. What you're receiving from me are the divine awarenesses that come through me as a frequency, as a gift for you all. And so if you align with that, if you resonate with what I'm sharing with you all, please like, follow, and subscribe because we're a match and I can support you with the divine knowledge that comes through me as a gift to you all. And you can be supported by that. And I can be supported by you. And so it's a beautiful exchange. If you don't resonate with this, then it's not right for you, right? Now, I'm sharing that to better explain Piscean energy because today, having Chiron, the wounded healer, the destiny point, the sun, moon, midpoint, the moon, the sun, and Neptune all in Pisces means that we have a full house. We have a full house, and it's specifically in one sign. And when that happens, what do you want to like? I just finished doing this 13 class master class, and I was looking over the slide deck of all the classes last night. I was like, oh my gosh, there's so much value here. There's just so much amazing information. And I was realizing what's one way that we can kind of teach astrology to people? What's one way that is really helpful? And it's to think in terms of the elements of the signs, right? And so when we look at a chart and we have one sign predominant, like today we have all Pisces. We really want to think about that element, what that might cause for all of us collectively. Okay, so if it's in water, water is not so rational. It's not super good at calculating precise data or information. It's not super great at planning, the steps for the journey. What is it good for? It is good for your imagination. It is good for your dreams. It is good to dance. It is good to sing. It is good to feel. Okay. And so when the collective energies of the planet line up into such a kaleidoscope of one sign, there may be an interesting development where people may suddenly feel more emotional, more psychic, more intuitive, less cerebrally focused, and much more drawn to, oh, maybe I should just watch a movie or read a book, or maybe a great idea will come to me that I've been looking for. And so the advice for you all, as we have this huge shift into water, one, our society is based on a very masculine, yang, outer directed focus of work, 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 get it done, push through your feelings, push past what's comfortable and do what feels. Don't do what you feel. Do what you feel like you have to. And I hadn't actually looked at the chart today. I didn't know that we had so much stuff in Pisces, but I went to my office, to the nature office, and I sat down and I was about to start recording this huge piece of work for you all. And I just thought, I don't feel like it. I was like, my body just needs to like lay down right now. I just need to just rest in the sunshine, and I just need to allow, and I just need to feel myself. And I said, okay, let's do it. Okay. And so I laid down, I had this really nice rest laying on the earth, and I felt so healed. I felt so filled up. Okay? And then later I was like, oh, well, I feel inspired now. Now I'm going to jump on here and make this content for you all. And so this is a really great analogy. And the birds are singing for you all for this next month, as the sun will be in Pisces from now, March 11th, if you find this later on, till April 22nd. We have about over a month of water, intuition, listening, feeling, giving yourself an opportunity to fill up your own cup. So are you someone who typically overworks yourself? Are you someone who gives and gives and gives? Having so many planets in Pisces over this next month, it's a really great opportunity as we're gearing up for the real beginning of the new year, the real beginning of spring, which is when Aries starts, April 22nd, to rest and to recuperate and to refill your tank. And trust me, after the intensity of the last couple months, it is going to feel so good to just allow yourself to have a little bit more rest, give yourself a little more time for meditation, a little more time to go listen to the water. Now, a lot of you and a lot of people in the collective may be dealing with blocks to abundance or money. Okay? And so you'll think, Lotus, well, that's great. I would love to rest more. I would love to meditate more. However, got to make money to support my family, to pay the bills, to pay the rent, buy the food, to eat the food. So what do you suggest I do there? Well, I had an incredible training and insight last night about the true nature of money. And money is feminine. Money is water. Money is flow. Okay? So how do we get into alignment with feminine water flow energy? Do we get into alignment with it by pushing through and being in our yang energy and being overly masculine? No, although that is one portion of how we get the job done. If we're over pushing, if we're overexerting, we get into a catch-22 where we may be inadvertently blocking our reception of money. We have to be in a receptive state, according to Esther and Jerry Hicks, to receive. How do we get into this receptive state? One way is that we allow ourselves to rest, rejuvenate, and relax. Oh, Lotus, those are far out concepts. They are for me. I struggle with those all the time. So I really want to be that invitation to you that perhaps including more activities in your day-to-day that involve rest, rejuvenation, and relaxation, connecting into nature, connecting into flowing waters, the sound of water, connecting into your feminine energy, and even doing a visualization. If there's so much water, maybe this time is actually incredibly rich, fertile, abundant time to receive a lot of abundance. Now, one of the secrets to receiving money is having a place to receive it to. So I really want to invite everyone to join me in this little visualization to imagine all this water flow. divine flow of this Piscean energy, so much of it, this moon, flowing into, and I want to invite you to create in your imagination a chalice, a basket, a bowl, somewhere within you for the money to flow, a place for it to be held. And you could even imagine that this chalice, this basket, this space for holding the wealth can also receive all the divine inspiration, spiritual teachings, and knowledge that are coming through with all of these planets being in Pisces. And so really want to invite you to tune into that, to connect to that, to allow yourself, what would your container for wealth look like? What would your container for abundance look like? Where would you place it? What would you put in it? And then allow that to become almost like a magnet for all of the abundance, all of the blessings that are yours to come in for you, to be a blessing for you. Just imagine yourself tuning into that divine feminine current that is now being broadcasted as and amplified as all of those planets enter into the Piscean constellation from now until April 22nd. Woo, tuning into allowing that wealth of spiritual knowledge, spiritual wealth and abundance to flow through into your beautiful container to receive all that abundance, all of that wealth that is your true birthright as a being of light. And secondly, we're going to ask that all of that wealth that's yours, that's coming towards you, we're going to ask, because apparently money holds karma and isn't necessarily clean, we're going to ask all of that money and wealth to come through and be purified as it enters you, that it be completely cleansed, completely purified. Big shout out to This Is Maria. I learned this on her YouTube channel. It's amazing information. And so in order to really receive all the wealth, why don't we just ask it first to be cleansed and purified in the light? And so all the wealth that comes to you will be lifted up into the light, cleansed and purified, and then placed into your beautiful container, cultivating that container for all of the flow that is coming to you to be placed. So this is the transmission for today. I will be coming to you live tomorrow at 4 as well. I'm going to start coming every day around 4 p.m., giving you a little update, sharing information with you. If there's a topic you would like me to share or go over, if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. And if you would like to go deeper onto your own chart and how and where in your life all of these energies of Pisces may be affecting you, what arena of your life, like is it going to be affecting your relationships? Is it going to be affecting your money house? Is it going to be affecting your friends and family, your career? Knowing this information is so powerful. I just had a client and student, she had a huge event coming up. It's actually tomorrow. And she said, will you tell me how this day is going to be affecting my personal natal chart? And we looked at it and oh my word, everything lined up. It was one of the most activated days affecting someone's chart I'd ever seen. I said, you were born for this day. And wow, doesn't it feel right for her that that's the truth? So if you want to learn more about that, leave a comment below, or you can email me at blossomwithlotusnow@gmail.com. I am truly a channel for the divine love of Source to come through to bless you all and to give you that vibration, energy, and frequency update that serves you in your highest. That is truly what I feel I'm here to do and to share. If I don't get on here and share this energy with you, I definitely am told you gotta go share this with everyone. So please be blessed. Please know that this is a big shift from being very cerebrally focused with so many planets in Aquarius, very mental, air, to now move into water. Air can be much more young, much more masculine, much more doing, thinking. Now we're moving into this Piscean vibe. And so we're being asked to shift gears. We're being asked to listen, to go within, to slow down. Not so much about the outer achievement. It's more about that spiritual connection. And I know it's a little bit like changing gears in a car, and it can be frustrating. Like, why is that gear not working anymore? I want to go that way. So please be patient. Please be kind to yourself. We're all in this together, and go out into nature, connect to the wonderful frequency of love and support that is there. That's where I am in the Redwood Forest in California. And it's just so full of magic and it's so full of beauty. And I send you all that love from live in the forest. And may your roots be planted deep. May you sway and not break. And may the beautiful waters, the infinite waters of the divine, bless you, wash you, cleanse you. May you be infinitely blessed to receive all the income you wish. That's right. Sending you love from my heart to yours. Aloha.